In this video, we got a nice money play for y'all out of the gun box. The play we're going to be working with is going to be deep curls. You can set this play up in different ways to beat multiple defenses. And then I do want you to have this in your audibles to play deep fork. We're going to be using this against man coverage. We'll show you what it's all looking like when we get to the practice field. We're going to primarily focus on deep curls. Let's jump to the practice field and show you how we set this play up. All right, a couple things about this play. If you're on the left hash, you want your trips to the left side of you. If you're on the right hash, you want your trips to the right side of you. Now, there's multiple ways you can set this up to beat cover 3 and cover 4 and also cover 2, but I'm going to show you the universal way of setting this play up to where it's a one play beats all. You can beat cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and cover 4 quarters. Not so much man coverage. That's why we had that audible there. But let me just show you the way we set this up. What you're going to do is motion over the A receiver, put B on a comeback route. Now, X and the running back, you could put whatever route combo you want with them. But my go-to is X, putting them on a 5 and out, and then the running back on an in route like this. Now, the reason I put X on that 5 and out is for those quick, when they're sending 5 at you with the zone coverage, which the real common one is like a cover 3, where they're bluff blitzing in the middle of the field, and they're just trying to get somebody free off the edge or the inside. Those are real quick blitzes with the zone coverage. This is the kryptonite of those type of blitzes. Just a quick dump down to X right here. You can go to get a quick 8 to 10 yards. That's why I like to keep that there for those type of blitzes. Now, don't get me wrong. You can put a drag route. You can put them on a streak, whatever you want to do. That's just my check down right there, especially for those type of blitzes. Another reason I like this money play is you can hit the seams before the money play actually develops. So we're going to do the same setup, X on a 5 and out like this, B on a comeback, and then running back on the in route. What I mean by that is you do have to pay attention to the user. Like if he favors the left side, RB, then you go ahead and you can hit A, especially against cover 3 and cover 4. Kind of lead this ball to the outside shoulder of A. If he's favoring A, you can lead the ball to the outside shoulder of RB. Let me just show you what this looks like real quick. Once he passes that second level, you can hit him right there in a nice little pocket, especially against cover 3. And this is all before the money play actually develops. So if they're hitting you with those quick blitzes, this right here, the seams that we're talking about, can also destroy those when they send 5 and it's like a cover 3 where they're doing a bluff blitz in the middle, because it's a quick pass. I mean, I'm getting the ball off quick right here. And this is all before the money plays even develop. Well, let's go ahead and show you what the money play actually looks like when we have the time. And another thing for y'all saying I can't get out the pocket. One, I have tons of gameplay of me actually doing these plays against real users. And you don't necessarily need to get out the pocket. I get out the pocket because it does help the throw. And if I can get out, I let my blocks develop before. I don't call hut and just run straight out. Obviously, a quarterback and tank can completely just shut me down. Like, pay attention to my right guard and my right tackle. I let them engage before I even move my quarterback outside the pocket. Just, depending on what it's looking like, I'll either stay in the pocket or I'll get out the pocket. And you can see I got plenty of time. Let go of everything when you throw this pass. Do not hold turbo. Do not hold the left stick up. Push the icon down and then push the left stick. And if you want to freeform, same thing with the left trigger. Also do it after you press the icon down. This was against cover 3. Let's jump into cover 4. All right, now we're going to be wanting to get to cover 4. Same thing, motion over A. Go ahead and put B on a comeback, X on an out route. And just like cover 3, you can dump it down quick. If they're sending one of those cover 4s with a blitz, you just hit them with a quick pass like this and get a nice 8 to 10 yards. I wouldn't recommend leading that forward like the way I just did. I would actually just throw a bullet pass. I wouldn't even lead it to any direction. You can lead it to the outside, but it's just a little iffy depending on the cornerback, especially if they're doing like a cover 4 with a press. You can probably still get it off, but that's just on you to make that call. But let me just show you what the money play is looking like. Same setup, X on the out route, B on a comeback. You're just going to be a little bit more patient than a cover 3. It does take a little bit longer, but usually a cover 4, they're only sending 3 guys. Yes, I know they could be in like a cover 4 quarters or a cover 4 match. But let me just show you what this looks like right here. You can stay in the pocket. Once he passes A, just go ahead and lead this all the way to the right side. If you got that stick work, you already know you can turn this into a one-play touchdown, but that's what it's looking like against cover 4. All right, now we're going to be going against cover 2. You can do the same setup, but I am going to show you a better way to beat cover 2. Same thing, though, with the X receiver and the B receiver on the comeback. Now, I wouldn't not necessarily recommend trying to hit that quick dump down with X against a cover 2. They could be playing deep with their flats, but once again, that's just going to be on you to read the defense after the snap. But you can still hit RB and A in the middle of the seams depending on the defense and the user. But right here, you can see RB will get open real quick. You can hit him for a nice little check down right there. Now, I wouldn't necessarily try to force this against cover 2. You can get it done. It will work. The deep post gets covered sometimes. Cover 2 is real iffy, especially when they run those inverted cover 2s. But the way to beat cover 2 every single time, you're going to actually motion A to the outside, put X on the out route again, and just leave everything else the same. You could put your running back on the in route. B, you could do whatever you want with them. But we're just going to be looking for A right here. Once he passes that flat, and the good thing about the 5 and out right there against cover 2 is it makes the flat bite. You can see he just completely goes to X and just leaves it wide open for A right there. But that's how I'm going to recommend to beat cover 2. All right, now we're going to be going against a cover 4 match. Same setup. Go ahead and motion over A, X on the out route, B on a comeback, and you're running back on the in route. This is why I tell y'all to be careful when y'all using a cover 4 match when it comes to palms or quarters, because the DBs can get confused. If you don't know what you're doing, stuff like this can happen to you. The deep post is going to get wide open. There's going to be nobody in this area, and you can honestly turn it into a one-play touchdown every time you go against match. Just lead it all the way to the right. You can see there's really nobody there. Cobb is not even a burner, and we can easily turn this into a one-play touchdown just like that. So just be careful when you're in match defenses because you can easily get bombed over the top. All right, now let's talk about man coverage, and this is why I told y'all to keep the deep fork in y'all's back pocket. This corner route is one of the best corner routes I've seen, even from Madden 23 to Madden 24. What we're going to go ahead and do is set this up depending on what kind of man coverage I'm looking at. If it's a cover 1 or a cover 2, what I'm going to go ahead and do is put RB on a streak, X on a drag route. My running back, you could keep the running back on a route that he's on, but it takes a little too long to develop for me, so I'll just put him on a 5 and in. And then the B receiver, I like to put on a 5 and in and smart route it. Now, you could put B on whatever route you want him on. You could put him on a streak. If you have a burner on that side, a crow route, 5 and out, keep him on the route he's on. It does not matter. The route combo that we're looking for is going to be A, X in the running back, and then sometimes RB, just depending on the personnel on the field. But this corner route gets so much separation. You can have a C, B tier receiver against an A tier cornerback and still get separation, and it develops quick. It does not take long to, get open. And once he hits that cut, you're just going to lead this ball towards the sideline. I know Hardman has that speed, but I've been doing this with not the fastest wide receivers, with not the greatest route running, and still getting separation. If they're running a zero blitz, I actually like to keep RB on that post route because he can get open in the middle of the field, especially if you got a nice route runner. So we would set the play the exact same way we just did, but actually just go ahead and keep RB. So it'll look like this. Let me go ahead and just show you. We'll keep everything the same, but we'll keep that RB on that post route. Now, if it's a cover 1, don't do the post route. If it's a cover 2 man, don't do the post route. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. It's gonna be shut down. If it's one of those 2 man coverages, look for the corner route, your running back, or X. And then if you just go through this formation, like another good man beater is slot trail as a default play. I mean, A is going to get wide open against man. You got another good corner route. It's not as good as the other one we just ran, but still a good corner route. And you got a motion drag route. All I would do is put the running back on an in route, and I would leave B on a streak and just run this play like this. There's plenty of man coverage beaters in this formation. I'm really liking it. I'm adding this to one of my custom playbooks. Definitely give this a try. We're gonna jump into some real gameplay, show y'all me using this little scheme, mostly the money play, but the corner route you're gonna see a lot too against cover 2 and man coverage. So let's jump into that gameplay. With all that being said, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.
Every day I'm sipping chemicals, choking on ammo, running from goals. Every night's another episode. I'm watching in slow-mo, changing the channel.